Boop. Okay, welcome back. This is our second stitch in our first lesson, and I would like to show you this on a very up close and personal level. Here we go. Okay, this is your single crochet. This entire little pocket octo was made with single crochet. Okay, everything on here, I adjusted the legs because on the pattern she has a half double, but on all three of these I just did a single crochet. So we're going to do everything single crochet on this lesson, and here is your single crochet. See where your yarn is coming out right here? You don't want to go into this chain, you want to go into this one here. So your hook is going to go into this one. You've got 2 pieces of yarn on your hook right now. You can see how I'm holding my hand? I've got my ring finger and my thumb right here holding my work, and I've got these 2 fingers holding that yarn still. No matter what I do, that's going to be how it is. Now I'm going to hook my hook under my yarn and turn it, and that way it will pull through this hole. And now I have 2 threads over my hook. I'm going to do it again and loop it under and pull through those 2. That is a single crochet. Now we're going to go into the next stitch, and you can see which stitch to go into because your yarn is right there coming out of this hole. So you want to go into the next hole. If you keep your finger right behind that hole you need to go in, you'll have an easier time getting your hook to go right through. And then you just loop under your yarn, twist your hook, and pull it through. Now, if you don't have the chain completely 100% yet, you need to go back and watch the chain video until you get that down, because you have to be comfortable with looping under the hook and going through the hole and all of these things and holding your yarn before this will feel comfortable, okay? But the more you practice, the easier it will become. So we're going to go in the next hole, not this one, because that's where the yarn is coming out, and this one right here. And then we're going to loop under and hook our yarn and pull it through the hole, and see how my hook is turning as it goes. And then I kind of adjusted my fingers and loop under, grab your yarn, and pull through these 2. That's your second single crochet, or third actually. We're going to do it again. I'm going to go all the way up here just so you can watch this. And if you'll notice all the little things, I just adjusted my fingers again. I'm going to loop my yarn, and it's slowly sliding through my fingers to come through to me. Okay? And then I move my finger so this can go right into the next hole. And then I grab it again, hook the yarn, pull it through, hook the yarn, and pull it through 2. And this is what your little single crochets are going to look like. You're going to go in, grab your yarn, pull it through, grab your yarn, pull through 2. I promise you won't be doing single crochets forever. You will move on, unless you want to do single crochets forever. There's a lot of projects you can do with just single crochet, and it is a beautiful stitch. But this is our second video in the series, a beginner series, and I'm not going to do very much editing on these. I'm just going to pop these up just like they are. I'm going to try to keep them near 5 minutes. I'm going a little faster now so you can just watch what's going on a little bit faster. You see how I'm holding my yarn with these 2 fingers, and it's just sliding through slowly as it comes. And always move your fingers, your ring finger and your thumb, to hold your work. And at this point on this last stitch, I'm holding that tail. And we're going to do this. Now, we've gone all the way up. Guess what we need to do now? We need to do a chain. That's why the chain is so important. It's a basic stitch. It needs to be learned first so you can chain in between your stitches. Now, I'm not going to turn this work on this video because we're just working on the single crochets, but some of you are going back and forth already, and that's very good. I will go over some tips on that later, but this is your single crochet video, and I thank y'all for joining us, and I hope to see you next week at the next class. We'll see you later. Bye-bye.